Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
We are fine.
Are you sure you're all fine?
Yes.
Let me give you the arrangement of you are sitting. Go really move this way so that she has enough space. Very fast. Okay, thank you for doing that one very fast. I want to let this time to today's session. And before we do that, let me go through the class meeting to confirm the attendance. Ruth Moran, Maureen Desia, Joan, Beatrice Temuma, Elden, Macharia. Thank you for your attendance. Today we want to talk about a very interesting session. What is the date in this year?
21st of August 2025.
21st of August 2025. Very good. Now, being 21st August 2025, I want us to talk about a very interesting topic or session that is all about game mix. So the session title will be Cook, Game, Mix. And there's some learning outcomes that we are also going to talk about, things that we expect you to have known at the end of the session. One of the learning outcomes will be to define the term game mix. Define the term game mix. That is one. Two, to identify and name different game mix, naming of different game mix. Different game mix. And the third outcome will be demonstration of the preparation process. That is the preparation process. Now, having looked at the learning outcomes, that is the expectation at the end of the lesson, I will first and quickly ask what you understand by the term game meat. Who has ever heard of a game meat? Or game animal? Yes, Mom?
These are meats that we obtain from animals by hunting them.
By hunting, very good. That is a very good definition. Yes, it is.
I think teacher game meats are meats that we obtain from animals, but wild animals.
The wild animals.
Yes.
So these are some of the meats that we obtain from wild animals. Wild animals, that is the game meats. So what are some of the examples that you think we can have for the game animals, for the game meats? Yes? Rabbit. Yes? Buffalo. And so on and so forth. But for today, I want us to look at wild duck. Wild duck. Remember, we have a domesticated duck and then we have a wild duck. So we are going to base our session today on the wild duck. So what we are going to look at when it comes to the wild duck is going to look at the main process and then process of preparation, and again we are going to look at how portioning is done for the ducks. So after looking at the game meat, we have defined that these are meats obtained from wild animals. So the second thing we are going to look at is the preparation process. So class, remember, preparation process is different from the production aspect of it. We need to prepare is when we produce. So how do you think we can prepare the duck? Just as we prepare the domesticated duck, how do you think we can prepare the wild ducks? Discuss that in a group of 5 very fast in 1 minute. How do you think we can prepare that before we produce? Okay, very good. I'm seeing that is a very important sharing session. So, which group will start? Yes? Ruth?
Oh, okay. Now, we first before we are supposed to cut out the neck and allow it to drip all of its blood. Then we place the blood in boiling water, the water that has already boiled. We grab all the feathers, then we cut it into pieces.
Okay, very good. Is that what is found from all the groups? Yes, very good. Now, when it comes to the preparation process of duck, of the wild duck, just as the domesticated duck, we have to first of all cut off the neck, let the blood drain. In boiling water, we dip the duck and then we remove the feathers. And then, the very, very important aspect is when we want to prepare the duck, there are some key aids that we must have. One, we must have a sharp knife, then we must also have a chopping board. So the process goes very fast. I think you can be taking very short notes, but again, I will share at the wall. When we want to portion the chicken, the first thing that we have to do is to cut, or the duck is to, yes?
Teacher, come again, I think I got confused. What did you say when we are preparing what?
When we are preparing the duck,
Okay.
yes, when we are preparing the duck, the first one is to place the cleaned plucked duck on a sanitized cutting board. Remember, I said the chopping board must be there. Then we must have also a sharp boning knife or the chest knife. And then we have to remove the legs, that is the thigh and the drumstick, which is also optional. You can leave them together or you can divide them. Then the third thing that you need to do is to separate the drumstick from the thighs, then remove the wings, then remove the breast, and then we have to split the carcass, which is also optional. Remember, the carcass is also very important. What do you think are some of the uses of carcass? Yes? Yes. Carcass can be used in preparation of stocks or rather the soups. Now, we can also, when we come now to the last bit of it, after we have removed or split the carcass, we can trim and clean our duck. Because remember, there are some species that have a lot of fat. So we have to remove the excess fat and then we clean it again. And then, what again we need to know as the last bit of the process is the portioning. It must conclude, or it must talk about the portions. Remember, just as the domesticated duck, the wild duck must also be portioned into 8 good parts. So the 8 good parts that we have, include 8 good parts that we have.
Yes.
8 good parts. We have the breasts. Very good. Another person.
Drumstick.
We have the drumstick. Another person.
Wings.
We have the wings. Another person.
Neck.
Neck. Yes, neck is grouped under the carcass. Yes.
Thighs.
We have the thighs. So remember these ones are two on both sides. And then we also have the carcass. So neck is categorized under the carcass. Yes? The backbone. Remember the whole backbone right from the neck up down, that is grouped under the carcass. And therefore when we are even serving our guests, we are not supposed to include that to our guests. Because you remember we said that most of it are used for preparation of foods and sauces. Then what is again important about that is all about the safety. We are talking about the safety and how do we ensure that there is safety during this process. We have to make sure that you wash your hand in running water with soap. And then another safety aspect is you have to make sure that the working tops where you're working are very clean and dry. Then the chopping board must also be clean. Are we together?
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
Yes. Then
I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
When we are preparing game meats,
Yeah.
you taught us about the different types of color-coded chopping boards.
Yes.
And you also mentioned today that you have to use a chopping board. So which color of chopping board are you going to use for the game meat?
Very good, very good. Who can help that?
So we use a red chopping board.
Very good. That is very good, Dasha.
What about when it is evared, when it is cooked?
Okay, that's a very good question. Yes.
We use a yellow chopping board.
We use the yellow chopping board. That is very good. Now, when we are coming to the conclusion part of it, we must have something that we are going to do away from class, or within class after the teacher has finished teaching. Are we together? So I want us to take 1 minute just to write down the assignment that we are going to do in our groups of 5. Are you still in your group of 5?
Yes.
Write down the assignment. So the assignment is do research on the cooking methods. Research on cooking methods. Research on cooking methods that best suits each portion. That best suits each portion. Remember, we have the portions are the breast, the drumstick, the wings, and the thighs. So I want you to go and do more research on the best methods that suits every portion. If it is a breast, how best can the breast be prepared? Putting into consideration that game animals or the game duck is different from the domesticated one. Are you together?
Yes.
And therefore, you have to put that into consideration. Otherwise, I want the question.
Teacher, before you go, my question is now that these game meats are from wild animals, are we allowed to hunt them and bring them to the kitchen or to the restaurant?
No, you remember sometimes we have places where we obtain their meats.
Yes.
How to ideas, have a good day.
Thank you.
Sir.
Depende.
Mas é